Good morning. So I guess we'll get started. Thank you for being here. This is so exciting. Um, we'll just give a few remarks about the lay of the land today. And first, World IA Day in Boise, Idaho. And woo! Thank you for your investment in this event and being here, and I hope you have a really productive day. We are live streaming across the world right as we speak. Thank you, Grant, back there. Yep. So folks that don't have a World IAD city and other World IAD cities that need a little bit of content will be tuning in to us today, as well as we'll be tuning into World IAD Boston a little later after lunch to hear Josh Seiden. And so a couple of things. What's World IA Day? Pull this up here. So World IA Day is just a one-day event where folks can get together in their cities and talk about what's going on in information architecture, user experience, content strategy, and lots of other things. Every year they pick a new theme, and there's a global office through the World or the Information Architecture Institute that provides support for these events. And here in Boise, it's an experiment to see how it goes in our first year. And if you have interest in year two, let us know. We'd love to bring in other organizations and speakers. World IA Day would like us to let you know what IA is, a practice dedicated to bringing understanding and order to the chaos that is the information we produce in our everyday lives. It's a big tent. So you'll notice folks in the room today and also on hashtag WIAD16, everybody has different titles. Everybody's working in a different dimension. It's really cool. So the expertise you can get is amazing. All of this is brought to us by the Information Architecture Institute. How many folks are familiar with them? A few, yep. These folks have been around since 2002, and they were pioneers in putting information for us in a public domain to use, diagrams, charts, toolkits, things like that. And we're going to cut over to a video, and Grant will do that from the global office now. Should I click on the link, Grant?
Our world is filled with information. Whether it's figuring out what bank to use or bus to take, whether we're watching the local news at home or working in the studio on the latest app, information is pervasive and affects everyone's life. Nowadays, we see information being architected by people holding all sorts of titles, coming from all walks of life. Information truly is everywhere, and there are architects everywhere. Thanks for joining World IA Day this year. We look forward to hearing your stories.
Sorry about that. So the IA Institute's Board of Directors and Abby Covert, we have her book here today that will go off in the raffle. The global team that makes all of this possible, you'll notice some familiar faces here too, including Whitney Queensberry, who is an accessibility advocate and the author of Web for Everyone. So really interesting people to take offline and network with through this event. This is the 5th year of World IA Day. These are all the cities and countries this year. And so in 2012, there were 14 cities and 1,500 attendees. Last year, there were 38 cities and 4,000 attendees. And there are 45,000 minutes of delicious, oddly unorganized content online from previous years. And then in terms of membership, the Information Architecture Institute has about 2,000 members, lots of Twitter followers, lots of LinkedIn members, and they also have some interesting content they send via email. Thanks to our global sponsors. If you look at your tables, if you look at this table, the who's who of user experience has supplied a lot of things for attendees this year, and you'll hear more about that in just a second. Like right now. So on your table, there's a couple of different things. You will notice, first, if you need Wi-Fi, housekeeping first. There's Wi-Fi things on your table. There's a very plain white sheet. We will end up taking a tour of every prototyping tool known to man today. And the global sponsors have provided access to a variety of tools, so you'll find access here. These are full temporary licenses on this sheet. There's also some tests from usertesting.com and a discount to the Information Architecture Summit. You will also notice a free copy of the Polar Bear book, the digital copy, things like tattoos and stickers, and then you will notice these. Unwrap these. And there's one packet for you, and there is one packet for that wall over there. These are Post-it notes that work on static only. There is no glue, no sticky, no nothing. So, whoop. They're static cling stickies from Tesla Amazing, which is a group out of Estonia. So take one home, show it to your coworkers, have some fun with it, and then contribute to that wall over there. Two things. One thing I'll try as a result of being here today. And next year, let's whatever. And then, oh, I got to show you the table. So we'll be drawing all day. We have books, T-shirts, and then 5 really super big prizes. 15 copies of the Polar Bear book, like the physical book, in case you're a physical person. Just in mind, another prototyping tool. This is a full perpetual license. Perpetual. Mock Plus, another prototyping tool, full license. Acture. Does anybody know what a full version of Acture runs you in your life? Like $600, all yours. And then finally, a one full digital library subscription to Rosenfeld Media for life, every book they have. So that'll be fun. And Maria, over there, raise your hand. She is the official raffle picker for the day. Then, we'd like to thank our local sponsor, Healthwise here, facilities and IT and the snacks. So thank you, Mother Healthwise. I also wanted to mention the local volunteers who made this possible. So raise your hand, Paul, Maria, Carl. They have spent hours and hours on this. Thank you, guys. And to Grant Kohler back there, it turns out that live streaming is super hard. Who knew? And then we have several volunteers for the day who are at your beck and call. If you need something, they are there. So Dara, Bill, other volunteers, raise your hand. Anything I can do to make your day lovely, let me know. So in total, we're celebrating today with 57 locations, 28 countries, and 6 continents. Go us. And if you're a Twitter fan, use Twitter. And while we expect no changes in cabin pressure, the global team would like us to know that today is about fun and building each other up. And so let's do this. So on your table, you also have an agenda for the day. There's 2 things. One, if you need to do some introductions at your table, a couple things. your name, background in 7 words, favorite spot in Boise. Then if you flip that over, has the day's events. So we'll kick it off with Chris Hess and Wendy Fox in the morning. Thanks for being here, guys. We will head into mid-morning sessions with Dr. Sam Canta. Thank you, Sam. And Maria Essig. We will eat pizza. We can take a walk in the foothills. We will come back, and then we will have Paul King, Josh Seiden from the Boston event, and then wrap it up with Annette, the attraction of atomic design, Carl Burnett, and a world model, and then for those who choose and are of age, we will go across the street and consume adult beverages or iced tea. So that's it. And then you'll notice Annette Bush back here, raise your hand. She is taking professional photography of the event, so smile, and I hope you're having a good hair day. Any questions before we get started? Thank you for being here. All right, and that's it. All right, we will get Chris up here. Thank you for being here, Chris. You are mic'd up. You are ready to go. All right.